Welcome to Lugano.
Known as the Mediterranean of Switzerland, Ticino is an enchanting lake district bordering Italy, where colorful buildings line waterfront promenades housing palm trees, outdoor cafes, and warm breezes. Medieval castles are scattered throughout a land of lakes and valleys with emerald waters. And Italian pastas and seafood trump cheese fondue and raclette. Are you ready to explore the Italian Riviera of Switzerland? Let's all go to Ticino. We have arrived in the beautiful canton of Ticino, which is the Italian part of Switzerland. It has a completely different feel from the mountains. I do actually feel like I'm in Italy. There's cappuccinos, there's cheese, there's pasta, and there's beautiful lakes and scenery. The first stop on our Ticino tour was the Verzasca Valley. It's famous for its glowing emerald waters flowing fast through the smooth boulders of the valley and its historic bridges. A top draw is swimming and jumping off the Ponte dei Salti stone-arched bridge. This town is so picturesque, and it's great to go for a hike or spend a day just basking in the sun.
Entertaining just watching them jump off there. Not for me, thanks. Not for me, thanks. No thanks.
The crystal clear waters attract scuba divers and locals and tourists alike to relax on the smooth rocks and take a dip in the clear waters. But be warned, the water is cold and it moves very fast in some places. It's pretty cool to just be hiking these ancient footpaths that have been used for centuries. And the scenery around here is just beautiful. So if you want to go for a little walk while you're here, it's just 15 minutes up to the next town. And you go through the old farming fields and trails that have been used in this area for decades. Feels like nothing has changed.
So cool hiking these ancient trails.
Lavertezzo is a picturesque town that is a really great visit to go for a swim or watch the cliff jumpers or just sit by the water and have a coffee. Well, I think we must be doing the Grand Tour of Switzerland because I see these signs everywhere we go. This one's in Ascona. Ascona is a beautiful town on Lake Maggiore. It's, I would say it's Switzerland's answer maybe to Lake Como. You just want to walk around the old town, have a drink on the promenade, or just stroll the really pretty pastel buildings, or do what Dave's doing, dance. Ascona was our favorite town to visit in Ticino. It is truly beautiful with cafes lining the waterfront. The pedestrian village doesn't allow cars, and you can walk the streets perusing the galleries and boutiques without having to worry about any vehicles. Make sure to stroll along the tree-lined waterfront at Piazza Giuseppe Motta and pull a seat up at one of the many cafes. You can even take a boat ride on Lake Maggiore to cross into Italy.
A good way to explore Ascona here is just jump on the little trolley behind me and it takes you all around, gives you a little tour of the city.
At Ascona's waterfront is also one of the swings of the world. There are 12 of them around Ticino. I don't know if anyone else has ever said this before, but I really feel that Lugano reminds me of Rio de Janeiro. It has this waterfront path with these grand buildings, and then you have these high mountains on either side of it framing it. It's just a beautiful place to go for a stroll on the promenade, to have a coffee or aperitivo, and relax for the afternoon. Nestled between Lake Como in Italy and Lake Maggiore in Switzerland, Lake Lugano has top billing as one of the best things to do in Ticino. It will in fact remind you of Rio de Janeiro, with Mont San Salvatore and Mount Bray framing the city, just like the South American country. Strolling along the waterfront is a must, and make sure to keep an eye out for all of the art installations that line the 2-kilometer route from Paradiso to Park Oceani. There's also a beach and marina with beautiful scenery where you can dip your toes in Lake Lugano. One of the most popular ways to enjoy Lake Lugano is to get out on a paddle boat. They have a lot of unique ones here with slides, there's party boats, there's cars. It's a good way to explore. Get on the water and see the city from a different view. Well, if you are ultra rich, this is the place to go shopping. Dave and I are window shopping, and we saw a pretty nice watch for, what, $71,000?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
No.
There's a really ugly sweater for 1,800 CHF. That's not bad. So, hey, if you got some money just to burn, go for it.
15,900.
Oh, yeah. Let's go in. One of the top places to visit in Ticino is the Verzasca Dam. It's famous for the James Bond film GoldenEye, where he bungee jumped off of the dam. So you can come here and recreate it, because they actually do bungee jumping. So to visit the dam, all you have to do is pay for parking, and then you can just walk out for free and check it out and see the super high dam in the Valle, which is extraordinary. It is crazy high. So parking costs 2 Swiss francs, and it's a pretty cheap attraction to check out. The Verzasca Dam is 220 meters high, and you can book bungee jumps from the top. It's located en route to the Verzasca Valley, so you can stop on your way there or on your way back. But parking is limited, so if you see a spot when you're going by, take it. Well, this is the highest bungee jump in Europe at 220 meters. So if you want a thrill, come on down here to this Verzasca Dam here in Switzerland, in Ticino, to do it. You have to reserve online. There's certain hours, so you can't just walk up and do it. I will put the link in the description below. On your way up to the dam, there's a great pull-off where you can really see the scope of it on the side of the road. So just look for it when you come out of the tunnel to your right. We have come up the world's steepest funicular here in Ticino, and it has gorgeous views of the valley. There's some great hikes you can do, so if you do come up here, bring all your hiking gear, and you can hike out for about 2.5 hours to a little hut where you can have some lunch and then hike on back. The Ritom funicular was built in 1921, and the 15-minute journey will take you up 1,787 meters, where you can hike to the Ritom Dam and Lake Cadagno. It offers beautiful views of the Piora Valley. Make sure to take some water with you, and if you don't have snacks, you can hike right out to Campagna Cadagno for some lunch. Well, we made it to the lake. This is the highest and biggest lake in the Ticino region. I'm sure it's a beautiful view from over there, but unfortunately we have to catch the next gondola, so we're not going to make it. But if you do come out here, make sure you give yourself a full day to hike this, to get out to have lunch at the Cadagno.
Come to the castles of Bellinzona.
Bellinzona is the capital of the Ticino region of Switzerland and is not to be missed for its 3 castles that are a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site. Castle Grande, Montebello, and Sassocorro, plus the castle walls of Bellinzona, have all been restored and are open to tourists. You can hike to each one of them, with Castle Grande being located right downtown in Bellinzona. The Grand Piazza is one of the biggest piazzas in Switzerland, and it's known for its many festivals, and one that's going on now or about to go on is the Locarno Film Festival. Located on Lake Maggiore, Locarno is another lovely town in Ticino with pastel buildings lining its waterfront. Get lost in its cobblestone streets or sip espresso in Piazza Grande, Switzerland's largest square. While in Locarno, you can hike up to the Madonna del Sasso or take the funicular up to this 14th century church that is a popular pilgrimage site. Well, on our way to Ticino, we have just crossed the highest mountain pass in Switzerland with a paved road. And it's a fun drive. There's a ton of switchbacks. There's sports cars and motorcycles just whizzing by us. It's too much fun. We've arrived in Ticino at the Resorto Collina d'Oro. This is a wellness retreat, and I already just feel at peace in my lovely luxury suite. This is swanky, man. Got my sitting room here with a little television that I doubt we'll be watching. Some fantastic postcards of Ticino with our welcome fruit. Now come on down and see our lovely, elegant room. All right, one more thing to see. And we have a fantastic bathroom, which is huge for European standards, at least for Dave and I, our European standards. So this is it. This is our room. The resort is a beautiful retreat located on 25 hectares of vineyards, parklands with a scenic pool overlooking Lake Lugano. After spending some time in the Swiss Alps, this is a little slice of heaven and a great place to unwind and soothe your aching muscles in the spa and sauna.
Dinner at Collina d'Oro. Oh, isn't this beautiful?
And these are the best things to do in Ticino, Switzerland. If you enjoyed our video, make sure to subscribe and click on that bell so you get notified each week, because we do put up new travel videos from around the world each and every week.